Hello and welcome back to another episode with me, Miss Envy, where we explore the weird and wild algorithm that is my TikTok kind. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy my scrolling. First video. You thought cats were the only ones who demand cuddles? Think again. Meet this clingy little dinosaur, iguana, showing us that reptiles can be surprisingly affectionate as well as clingy. Check it out. Oh, and of course, so there you have it. If you're alone this Christmas, you know what your next pet is, right? On Christmas Eve, Pope Francis will open the holy doors at several major basilicas in Rome, marking the start of preparations for the Jubilee year 2025. This tradition symbolizes a path to spiritual renewal, forgiveness, and a deeper connection with faith. It's not about mystical portals, but rather a long-standing Catholic practice inviting people to reflect and seek grace. The next video is going to reveal another aspect of what I've just said. It's entirely up to you how you feel. Have a look.
Everyone's best buddy, the Pope, is gonna open up 5 sacred portals on Christmas Eve during a ritual that has never been attempted before. Oh yeah, the Pope's gonna open portals at the Vatican. I know what you're thinking. Maybe he means like a doorway or something. The Pope clearly said portals. And he said these sacred portals will open up the world to salvation. Well, okay, that's not quite as freaky as I originally thought. As a matter of fact, we might have pictures of some of the portals the Pope's gonna open. Here's one of them, reported in mainstream media. They said they're gonna have to move that big stone first to get to the portal to open it up, baby cakes. And here's a couple more, plus the portal opening toolkit. Yeah. So let me ask you something serious for a second. Did you have the Pope opening mysterious portals at the end of 2024 on your bingo card? Well, did ya?
They had to figure out what kind of food he could eat. And they did. They found vegetables. He couldn't eat our food, couldn't eat all our food, but eventually over a period of time, he had food in the craft, which they later recovered for him. And they're pellets, that he would eat these pellets, and they would melt. As soon as they got into his mouth, they would melt. And that's another thing the doctors couldn't understand was, we tried them, they didn't melt in our mouth. Something about the saliva or the enzymes in Eva's mouth that immediately reacted with these food pellets. But he survived on these food pellets, but eventually they ran out. And now they had to figure out what kind of food he could eat. And they did. They found vegetables, certain types of vegetables. I don't remember the vegetables, but there were certain vegetables and fruit that he could eat and could survive on. And he could survive on our water. But eventually he succumbed to something, and I'm not sure in 1952 when he died, they figured out why.
Okay, so all that struck me as odd about this video, besides the fact that they're talking about aliens coming to Earth and eating our food, is the fact that they can drink our water. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. There is a set amount of water, but that only exists on this planet. How is it that an alien from another dimension, universe, planet, whatever you may believe in, is able to digest that? If water is something that only exists on Earth, why is it that an alien can drink that, use it, allow its body to be nourished by it? Well, one hypothesis would be, perhaps the Greys don't come from out of space. Perhaps they are just us from the future.
Indulge me, I'd like to read 2 pages from advice from the extraterrestrials. Yes, it's true that we have been in contact with your government and heads of power. It is also true that it is also true that agreements have been made and kept secret from your people. It is also true that in the past some of your people have lost their lives or have been badly hurt to protect this secret. Our hands had no part in this. We contacted your leaders because your planet is in grave trouble. Your leaders said the vast majority of your population wasn't ready for anything like us yet. So we made time agreements with your leaders as to when your people would be made aware of our presence. Your air, your water are contaminated. Your forests, jungles, trees, and plant life are dying. There are several breaks in your food chain.
Allow me to elaborate a little bit on this. This dude, which is the former Defense Minister of Canada, Paul Hellyer, became known for his claims about extraterrestrial life. In the mid-2000s, he publicly stated that several alien species had been visiting Earth for thousands of years, some from other star systems and others from within our solar system. Hellyer urged governments to disclose information about alien technology, believing it could help tackle global issues like climate change. His statements, particularly made in interviews and at conferences, sparked debate, but are not accepted by mainstream science. So, you decide.
Wow, it's so beautiful. You want to add a little more? Here she goes. Good girl. Wow, a little spin. I like that choice. Good girl. And there you go, Mariah. The best artist in the world.
Right, some background info. Penguin paintings are often created in zoo environments where animals like penguins are encouraged to use their natural movements to make art, and it's a wonderful way to support wildlife conservation. I thought I'd throw that in there. It's always nice to have a bit of positivity, don't you think? So, the drones over New Jersey have been stirring up some serious speculation. I don't know if you've heard anything about it, but it's been all over my TikTok feed. Folks have been hearing about drones over New Jersey, and no one knows what they are. Some say they could be part of a secret US military operation to test drone capabilities, though, of course, the government isn't confirming anything. Others think they could be foreign interference or even aliens, given their mysterious nature. With the drones flying over military sites and critical infrastructure, it's clear something's going on. But what? I'll leave you to decide what you think is behind these strange sightings. The next few videos is all about that. Sit back and have a good look and enjoy.
Objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV over any city, over any state. It's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
From very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability. It could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. The military is on alert with this.
Right, so you can see nobody quite knows what's going on. But I have a pretty good idea. Just keep watching and you'll see.
This update from Congress that was just released through Fox News is that they're saying Iran launched a mothership, exact words that they use, launched a mothership that's sitting over the Atlantic Ocean off our coast and releasing all of these drones.
Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones. It's everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly.
So if you see what may or may not look like an alien mothership out over the ocean, it's Iran. Which is actually more concerning if that is indeed true. That Iran would have a mothership and drones that for some reason, with everything that we have and the military that we have, we can't do anything about it? Come on. Okay, Livy.
Right? Come on! Does this puzzle piece fit nicely? Let's see.
Friday, Pentagon officials participating in a classified closed-door meeting with the House Oversight Committee. The topic reportedly centered around UFOs that have been flying over New Jersey.
For the past few weeks, residents of New Jersey spotting mysterious objects flying at night.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
Some close to a military installation. Others over President Trump's Bedminster Golf Club, raising alarm. The FAA restricting airspace. The FBI now investigating.
Oh my God, here we go. What is that?
Officials admitting they can't say for sure what the flying objects are, some saying they're the size of a small automobile. In a statement, a New Jersey police chief saying their presence appears nefarious in nature. The concerns reportedly being discussed behind closed doors on Capitol Hill Friday in a classified briefing between Pentagon officials and House Oversight Committee members.
So, nobody knows. That's quite concerning. Even the US government's going, eh. Right, so hang in there with me, folks. The mystery continues. And now we're starting to touch on Project Bluebeam. Watch.
Here, I know who is operating the drones. It's a 25-year radar operator for a major agency here. Just thought I'd let you all know what has been going on these past few weeks. The drones are part of a military drill being conducted by Space Force. Everything is on a need-to-know basis, which is why there's so much confusion. What gets me concerned and why I had to make this post is that something big is about to go down. I happen to know that there are additional full lockout drills that are scheduled to take place between now and Christmas Eve. These operations involve the full turnover of all radio, radar, and aircraft communications to the military for several hours at a time. In conjunction with that, there are also scheduled satellite launches, off the books, which have been occurring since October. They are setting up some kind of big show for the public very soon. CNN was even at our facility shooting pre-roll footage for a future story. I don't know exactly what is going on, but all I know is this: get ready. Peace and safety to all of you and your families.
Hey, for all we know, this could just be Project Santa. This could be Santa recruiting a few extra drones to help him deliver all the Christmas presents. Give the guy a break, for goodness sake. This could be...
Class is so terrified right now that we're going to go full Haitian and French Revolution up in here that I wouldn't be surprised if they wheel in the remains of a dead alien onto the Senate floor just to distract us and get us talking about aliens again.
They're willing to do just about anything to get us to stop scratching for information and to distract our attention elsewhere. Always look the other way when they're asking you to look that way. Right, so if you've ever wondered what Project Bluebeam is, it's basically, it's hypothetically speaking, a theory, conspiratorial of course, that the US government has created technology and has gone to great measures that allows for holographic projections to go into the sky and convince the populace that there are alien invasions. This is a typical tactic out of the book. David Icke will opt for this, that in order to save people from a problem, you have to create the problem in the first place. Make them hate one thing and make them love us in return. It's a typical play out of the playbook, as I said. They're wanting to distract us from something and move us towards what is called the one world order. These are all just theories and speculations. You decide for yourself how you feel about it. But that's all pretty dark and not quite festive, wouldn't you say? I'd much rather they project holographic imagery of Santa bringing me my new iPhone. That would be a great vision. I'm just kidding, of course. But in the spirit of things, it is that time of the year, and I encourage you to stick to that spirit. Whether you are a Christian, Muslim, atheist, agnostic, it doesn't matter. This time of year should be celebrated because it's quite a dark time of the year when folks feel lonely and they don't feel loved. So reach out, play that irritating Christmas song regardless of how annoying it is. Give that extra gift to the person who didn't expect it. Just why not, you know? In that spirit, being that kind of show, allow me to They say it's not a Christmas until you've heard Mariah say it is. Right, on that note, it's quite positive. I'm going to say goodbye, but before I do, I just want to share with you that I have started my own merch. This is one of those shirts that I have started. Stay curious. I will put a picture. On that note, it's quite there, somewhere here. That will show you all the designs I've created. I've created 3 shirt designs. If you're interested in buying one, let me know and we'll place an order. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. May you have a festive season. I will definitely do another episode before Christmas. But until then, stay happy, stay jolly, and remember this time of year is a difficult time for some folks. Take a deep breath and brace yourself for 2025. It's going to be a big one. All right. Take care. Much love. Bye.